This is the 2023 Honda Odyssey, and while Honda hasn't made any significant changes for the 2023 model year, they have made an addition. It's exactly what we have right here, courtesy of my friends at Holmes Honda here in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's the all-new Sport trim level. And I'll show you exactly what all that involves shortly. I'm showing you the price on the screen right now so you can see what that is. This model does come in Sonic Gray, as you can see. So we're going to try and answer the question in today's video. Is this the most sporty minivan you can buy today? Let's take a look and find out. So what exactly is the Sport trim level for the Odyssey? It's going to feature a blacked out appearance, as you can see, with the grille, with the wheels, with the mirror caps. It's actually all over the vehicle, and it just fits perfectly with Sonic Gray as the exterior color. And some of the things that will remain the same: you'll still have great visibility at night due to LED lighting on the vehicle up here with the headlights. You've got the LED fog lights down there. You've also got turn signal indicators built into those black side view mirrors that are heated, by the way. So if the Honda Odyssey Sport is the most sporty minivan you can find on the road today, well, what exactly do you find under the hood? It's the 3.5-liter Honda V6. It makes 280 horsepower and 262 pounds-feet of torque. It's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and it is front-wheel drive. And how about those all-important MPGs? 19 city, 28 highway, 22 combined. And according to Honda, for every 100 miles you drive, you should use 4.5 gallons of gas with this Odyssey. I don't think that's too terribly bad for such a large vehicle that isn't necessarily the most aerodynamically efficient thing on the road. Two of the most common questions I receive if I don't answer it: do the side view mirrors have turn signal indicators built in? Yes, they do. Does the remote have remote start built in? Yes, it does. In fact, you can also use the remote to open these power side doors, one on each side. That makes gaining access very easily, and you don't have to use the remote to do that. You can obviously use the handle. There's another one inside you can use to close the door. It's pretty simple. And the cool thing here is how well user-friendly. It's really a multitasking minivan. It could be used as a family hauler. It could also be used for the purpose of business, if somebody's maybe a handyman or something like that. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. When it comes to gaining access to the rear area, the rear cargo area, it's very easy to do with this power rear door. And obviously there are ways to deal with that. The remote has a button on it. The liftgate has a button built in. Now, this is not the hands-free version, but still pretty simple to do. There's also a button on the interior. And here within the interior, you have a great multitasking area down here with this well that's in the rear cargo area that's really meant for these stowing magic rear seats. So let me show you how that works. Pretty easy to do. You pull on the strap right there and you lower the rear seats. And if that's a challenge for you, well, no big deal, because there's instructions on a sticker on the rear of the seats. The middle row seats are also removable, but I'm going to show you that from a different video because I'm just too lazy to remove them today in the video, but I'll show you what that looks like. That way, you could actually have all kinds of space back here for hauling cargo, for hauling tools, for hauling, well, whatever you really need to. It is truly a great multitasking minivan. By the way, what exactly are the cargo numbers? 32.8 up to 140.7 cubic feet and maximized 144.9 cubic feet. And here within the back seat, or the middle row really, there is a lot of space, as there is in the rear seat area back there. Everybody has their own air conditioning vents. This is tri-zone climate control here. You can control the rear or third zone right here on the passenger side. And the good thing about it, there is a lot of adjustability for rear seat passengers because, well, you can move the seats back and forth. Now, I have to admit, this would be a little bit uncomfortable at 5'10", but at least you know what's there. Plenty of cup holders all over the place, not only here in the rear of the console, but also right here with what, well, is the middle row seat that doubles as an armrest that has 3 more cup holders in it. Nobody's going to be going thirsty here. And there is a conventional size sunroof that rear seat passengers can enjoy more than anybody else, or should I say middle row passengers can enjoy more than anybody else. And some connectivity options, a couple of USB ports down there on the lower portion of the rear of the console. And what about safety features? You have Honda sensing with adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking, lane keeping assist, road departure warning. It's all here, and it's all part of this Sport trim level. So I'm going to hit the push button start right here and start things up. And obviously, let's turn the fan speed down just a little bit. You have everything you would expect here. Very nice and easy to use instrument cluster. It looks good, looks pretty modern, even though they haven't changed anything in quite a few years. No big deal. Your steering wheel mounted controls for going through a lot of information on that digital dashboard right there, plus your adaptive cruise control and the infotainment screen. Very easy to use, very easy to learn if you've never had anything like this before. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto built in, so very useful, very helpful. All of that great information. Here is your dual zone part of the tri-zone climate control, and you have your push button shifter right here. Tell me what you think about that. Do you like it? Do you not? Tell me what your thoughts are. Heated seats only here in the front seat. Both are power. And you have some more connectivity down here in this lower pass-through area. A lot of space, a lot of good options there. And then two more cup holders. The center console, a lot of space right there with built-in, more built-in connectivity right there in addition to what we already saw. And you also have the conversation mirror right here. I always wonder, what do people do with that conversation mirror? If you use yours, tell me down in the comments. Just tell me that you don't use it when you're driving down the road. And obviously your upper console there with the map lights and the controls for your power sunroof. Okay, we're out on the road for our test drive. What about the ride quality of the Odyssey? Well, it seems to be pretty good. I haven't had it on the worst roads in the area today, but for some of the roads I have driven on, before I turned the camera on, it did seem to soak up the bumps fairly well. And if you had a full load of passengers or maybe some cargo back there, I would imagine the ride quality would improve even more. With 280 horsepower, it seems to be enough. You know, it would be nice to do a full test one of these days and have a bunch of passengers in here and maybe some cargo, and I don't know. It's supposed to tow up to 3,500 pounds. I don't know that I'm going to give that a shot or not, but if you've ever towed with the Odyssey, tell me down in the comments section what your experience has been like. So overall, it is a really easy vehicle to drive. The seating is comfortable. I like the fact that both front seats are power and fully adjustable, especially the driver's seat. The steering wheel is also adjustable, tilt and telescopically, so that's good. And obviously the mirrors and side view mirrors, the rear view mirror and the side view mirrors, I should say, adjustable as well. It's what you would expect, right? I probably don't need to tell you that. And what about a little bit of acceleration? Well, if I hit the pedal, it actually gets up at a decent rate. This is a front-wheel drive minivan, by the way. Got up to a little too much speed there. I need to slow down. But overall, I do enjoy it. The armrests, for me, seem to be a tiny bit low, but it's not too bad. I wouldn't mind. You know, you can raise them up, but it doesn't raise the entire armrest up. It just changes the angle of the armrest. So to me, well, I would rather have it be a little bit more of a situation where it stays parallel to the floor of the van. If you adjust it, well, everyone has their preferences on that. Not a knock on Honda by any means, but overall, I must say I enjoy driving these Odysseys. They do well, and I'm not going to do it in today's video, but you know what? If you wanted to surprise somebody at a red light, you could actually take off from a standing stop. Don't know if it would do this if you had multiple people in the vehicle, but it will actually chirp the front tires. And while we're at it, let's get a little bit of a road noise test for you. As long as we don't have a tractor pull out in front of us. I don't know how well my lapel mic is picking that up, but that's the best road noise test I can give you. It's not terrible. There is a little bit there, but keep in mind, I also have the fan speed turned all the way down on the AC. Radio's not on, no one to talk to here in the vehicle, so that does make it a little bit more obvious than it would be otherwise. So now that I've finished talking, I'm going to take a breath and let you talk, or really type, or maybe use voice recognition. Maybe Siri or whoever can talk for you depending on your phone. Tell me what you think down in the comments section. is the 2023 Honda Odyssey Sport, the sportiest minivan on the market. Tell me why? Tell me why not? Give a good explanation of what your answer is. I'm curious to know. Gotta say a special thanks to my friends here at Holmes Honda for loaning me this Odyssey for the day, and all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video and you want to know more about other vehicles, check out one of the videos that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.